now we have to go to a different part of the dungeon, really. Like I said, this was not necessarily my favorite part. I'm not a fan of the circle-style dungeon. There have been a few dungeons in particular that rubbed me the wrong way. There was one in Xenosaga 3, for those of you that didn't see it, where you had to go... Ooh, and I should point out there's a red circle, a light here. There was one in Xenosaga 3 where you had to go as far as you could one direction, then as far as you could the other direction, then back the original direction, but a little bit further, then back the second direction, just a little bit further. That one bugged me. But this also, you know, it's a little weird. I don't mind the different sections, but when it goes in circles like that, that's where it bothers me. Here, we can find, I believe, kind of a maze that we are going to have to work with. Ooh, there is a new enemy. And we're up against something that does 16 damage to Glenn. We're up against Googles. These guys are yellow. So we'll have Glenn buffed with an Eagle Eye to take them on. If they aren't too difficult. Doesn't look like they are, but we'll see. We'll see. Kid, you go ahead and get that going. And then, yeah, they shouldn't be too difficult for us. Go ahead and get that Eagle Eye onto Glenn. Glenn, left again. Okay, weird. Just the way that they're positioned makes me think that I should respect that, you know, but it doesn't always work that way. Anyway, 99, ooh, 85 damage. Oh, we don't kill it. Oh, and it's going for a Nash. 11 damage, whatever shall I do? I don't think we have necessarily anything that Glenn can do that's all that great. He doesn't really have anything that hits everybody, does he? Well, we have Graviton. We haven't shown that off, have we? Let's try to kill them both in one shot. Gravity. It still affects flying things in this game. 54 damage. It's hard to really complain about that. It does hit everybody. Ooh, here's our mini level up. We get more strength, resistance, and magic for Surge. Just HP for Kid? Is this the mini level up or not? Strength and resistance for Glenn. All right, I'll take it. Surge is becoming a powerhouse in damage. Also resistance. Now that I look at that, he's a damn good character. And we get an eyeball out of that. Hooray! 262 gold as well, but hooray, I plucked out one of their eyes. And we've been afflicted with a sprain. Now, I have to think about what sprain does. I believe it lowers our attack power. And we can't run? Yeah, you can't run. They always seem to have like two like that, which is kind of nice sometimes, but ultimately it gets more annoying than anything else. Heal sprains. We'll just put the brace on, and then Kid is fine, apparently. I believe we have to go this way. And I can't look at that sign there because it is on the higher level. We'll go ahead and take on this enemy. We'll see if I get any more stat increases at the end of this. No stat gains that time. Looks like Kid is just not getting any stat boosts, which is disappointing. All right, so what we want to do is head the only place that we really can go, which is up the stairs. We will deal with that later. For the time being, we're going to head into the room on the west. And we're going to go up and press the button on the panel, or at least examine it. We Dragonians are comprised of a head, body, and tail. Notice how we moved into position when we examined this. Thou must change the order of the head, body, and tail to unveil a new path. Let it be the head, body, then tail. So what we have done is established who is the head metaphorically, who is the body metaphorically, and who is the tail metaphorically. So it's Surge head, Kid body, Glenn tail. That's going to be actually very important. So what we want to do is head out here and push this button that is now accessible to us. By pressing this button, we have lowered stairs on the right-hand side. And I do believe that is all that we can do right now. Yeah, that's still it. So we need to go in and change things around. I believe we want to do body, tail, head. Pressing select allows us to switch who's in the lead. And that's pretty much what we need to do. We need to switch who's in the lead. So it's body, tail, head now. Just go up and go through this dialogue sequence again. Move the blocks around. Let it be the body, tail, then head. Like I said. And this should give us access to the treasure chest over there. So let's head around and find ourselves the Earth Charm. I'm pretty sure you know what that's going to do, but we'll take a look at it anyway. Doesn't really matter. I'm not going to equip it. We have the Earth Charm here. Protection against anti-yellow. Hooray. No anti-yellow coming our way. All right, next I want to do tail, head, body, so we'll have Glenn in the lead for this. And we'll go ahead and push this. And we'll go through this dialogue again. Move the blocks around. Let it be the tail, head, then body. All right, Glenn, let's see what you being in the lead has unlocked for us. I believe it should be... Yeah, it's on the right-hand side. We'll head over there where we should... It moves around all the time. It's not necessarily supposed to be a maze, but it ends up being one anyway. I believe we have to go down here in order to get access to the stairs. Yes, so we get over to the stairs over here, and then we can go on to this, where we can find an electro bolt, which is very nice to have, if I'm being honest. All right. Now we can head back. We're out of combinations, though, that we can do without really repeating ourselves, right? So now we're back to head, body, tail. The trick is you have to stand on this panel. And when you do that, they essentially switch the order. So now we have body, head, tail, which is not something that we could have done by pressing select. So let's go back to head in the lead, head, tail, body. I don't believe this actually does anything, but we'll see what we can do with it. We'll go through all of this. And that does move those things around. Head, tail, body. Now this gets kind of confusing, doesn't it? But I do want to check. Yeah, this doesn't give us access to anything, because this is the one that's really moving around. That moved to a spot where it's useless to us. So now we want to switch again. We'll put the tail in the lead, so it's tail, body, head. We're essentially fully backwards here. And we'll go through the dialogue again. And we can head back. Now I believe this is the one where that will ultimately lead me to what I want. I think we have to go through the passage through the right side, because this one in this ring is what's moving around, and it is blocking us, but this actually does lead us where we want to go, and this is what we want to do. The other one I believe is useless as well. Body, head, tail. We got everything that's available here anyway, so we are just going to assume that we got everything. We went everywhere. We went to all 4 sections in the middle here, so let's go over here and push the button, and now we have lowered what's in the middle, which is nice, because that's what we wanted to do. So, we now have access to the middle part. Let's go ahead and touch the crystal here. Nicely done, Glenn. We've done it yet again. Hooray. Another dragon statue has spawned in. Now this is just for my sake. I am going to switch the characters back to the order that I set them up in previously. There's no real reason for that other than my own kind of OCD about it. There we go. Back to the way that it was. It feels wrong leaving with a different order than what I came in with. I believe the body, head, tail actually prevents you from going anywhere, which is the one that we were going to do next. Let's just cut across here, now that we do have access to it. And we are free to head back to the start. We did everything that we needed to do. So it is back to the initial part of the dungeon with the record of fate there. So now that this has been lit up, we have 2 of the elements lit up. I'm going to drop another save. As you might have guessed, each part of the dungeon highlights a specific element color. We've done red and yellow so far. We're going to head to the northeastern part this time, and you might have a few guesses as to what it's going to be. Notice that there are only 4 elemental colors at the bottom of the fort. The remaining 2 are, well, somewhere else. For the time being, we are going to just go through the maze. I do have to say this does remind me of a certain dungeon from Final Fantasy VII, though. Once we are here, we will head down the stairs, taking on the Cybots as we go. I don't believe they will be paired with any new enemies. No, we've seen these before. Let's continue through the maze as best as we can. We're going to need to go under here and then under here so that we have access to these 2 treasure chests up here where we can find a heal all. I believe that is the first time we have seen a heal all and a bush basher. Let's take a look at that heal all. It might be something that I want to equip. Have everybody with something very nice. There we go. A heal all. Level 4 plus or minus 4 restores HP medium. We might want to go ahead and put that onto Surge here. They will allow me to put it here after all, so we might as well. Instead of the Aqua Beam, I think. Because we have already gone through the red dungeon, so to speak. Or at least the red part of the dungeon.